a new glide bait from Shimano. Lucky Craft re-releases one of my favorite baits in their lineup, and the next limited edition Respect Series color drop, and they are dropping right now. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. Welcome to the Hookup Tackle.
Oh, what a stud.
Yeah. Look at that.
That was sick.
Woo!
Cheers, my friends. Happy Sunday. All right, guys, some breaking news. What's new this week at the Hookup Tackle?
What a beautiful coastline fish.
Look at that.
Look at that gut on that. That's a nice fish.
Welcome back, my friends. I am Ben with the Hookup Tackle, the Tackle Otaku on Instagram, being joined by the one and only 3 fish a year catching, swim bait slinging Jeffrey the King.
That
Jeff?
name is old, actually.
Oh,
I'm up to 4 fish a year.
you are really growing up before our eyes,
I do
Jeff.
what I do, man.
You probably want a beer too.
No.
Shocking.
I catch 4 fish a year.
Yeah, you don't deserve a
I
beer.
deserve one.
Come back when you learn how to drop shot.
Oh, God.
Cheers, my friends. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. Hey, Jeff. Cheers to you, too.
Oh, wow.
It's been a fun week with you.
It has been.
Jeff and I have been fishing all week, filming. We've had some good times.
We have. Actually,
Yes.
people are going to see some cool stuff coming down the pipes.
Yes.
Some big fish,
Mm-hmm.
some freak genetic fish that look like you, and just some
Thank you,
awesome fun time on the water.
Yes, and just edit all that frustration out if you can, please. So they'll be short, brief little videos, but they'll be cool. It's been beautiful. So just to rub it in really quick, 80s all
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Just beautiful
The
winter
start
weather.
of March.
Not spring yet, still winter.
Winter.
So shorts.
Sun shirt.
Sorry, people.
Already getting tanned.
But cheers to us, Jeff.
Yeah. we
did it, buddy.
correctly.
We did it. By the way, this is what's new this week
Oh,
at the Hookup
that's
Tackle. If this is your first time here,
You probably signed out.
cheers to you. Yeah, I don't even know why. I'm not even gonna bother. Everybody knows what we're doing here. All right, let's get to it. Let's talk about tackle. It is time for the next installment of Megabass Respect. This is a crazy one. Jeff, show them what we got. All right, there you go. This month's Respect Series color, Matcha Head. Now, if you're new to Respect, if you're new to Megabass, each month Megabass goes through their color line. They choose a color that they either love or has some kind of significance, or maybe it's just unusual that they've never made in a lineup of baits before, and they do a one-time color drop of that color. This is this month's color, Matcha Head. Now, when I first saw this color on the list of Respect, I kind of was like, it's kind of retarded. Like, that's not really great. But This is actually a pretty amazing color, and Jeff and I were even throwing this color yesterday. And it's an unbelievable springtime color. It's killer for smallmouth. I'm just gonna break the color down. Obviously, you guys just saw it. So this color was originally created in the early 2000s as kind of a one-off promotional color when Megabass made a couple of balsa baits. It was kind of a throwback to some old school balsa styling. It's the first time it's ever been done in these baits. Okay, so if you're a collector or you just like having unique Megabass, all of these are going to be super unique. If you're a fisherman like us and you want to use the baits, this is an amazing one when those fish are keyed in on red and orange like in the spring. It's a killer color for that. So you've got this kind of moss matcha green head. Okay, you've got a little bit of a sunken coloration in the eye, which is really cool. And then it transitions to this kind of orangish red body. It is somewhat translucent, so light does go through it a little bit. And then you have this really cool kind of gold scale patterning down through the middle. So the color shifts are great on it. Look, it's unusual, but if there was a time to drop it, this is the best time. Thank God it's not like a fall drop, right? Where we'd be sitting on it for 6 months. So it might be a really fun color for you guys to try. Let me run through the baits, and there's a bunch of them. So it is going to be offered this one time only in a Ito Vision 110. It's going to be offered in a 110 plus 1 junior. It's going to be offered in a Giant Dog X. It's going to be offered in a Dog X Speed Slide. Of course, everybody needs a Matcha Head Mega Dog X. Okay? Everybody might have been a strong use of word there. A 110 plus 1. A Pop X. A 110 Junior. A Pop Max. A Baby Pop X. It looks really good in the small baits too. A Griffin SRX. A Griffin Zero. It just keeps going, Jeff. An X Nanahan. And then Jeff's favorite, the Sewage. Sorry, Jeff, no ice slide. I'm not sure you wanted a Matcha Head ice slide, but
I'm not surprised.
Yet again, no ice slide. So there you go. There is this month's Respect Series color. What do you think, Jeff? Matcha Head.
You know, I don't like matcha,
I know this,
but I like
actually.
head. So
That's great, Jeff. Thank you for that comment. I don't know what's wrong with you, but thank you for sharing. Anything else you'd like to share, Jeff? This is a safe space.
okay, so the color obviously it's semi-ridiculous, right? But honestly, I like it sort of just for this time of year,
Yes.
right? Because it makes sense. We need red. The matcha
Yeah, it doesn't bother me though.
It doesn't bother
it's
me
kind
that
of
much.
cool.
Obviously, the little gold on the side
Yep.
that goes about halfway down the body is kind of cool.
Yep.
So overall, I think it's gonna work.
Yeah. I think it's
And
a
then
visually super
it looks like a
interesting
chili.
color. It does look like a chili.
Like if you hold it straight up and down, it looks like a chili.
Yeah. That's actually
kinda cool.
would have been a super cool name.
The name chili.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah well.
Well.
VP, if you're watching.
There you go, guys. It is available now. Jeff, thank you so much for the amazing feedback. All right, Jeff, staying on Megabass for a minute. We
Yep.
did an early drop of these two colors. So Megabass is constantly creating some limited colors, some new core colors. These two colors are technically part of their core, but they're only going to do like once a year or twice a year runs on them. So they're going to be their limited core. This is where it gets, they're in limited quantities. Okay. So when they're gone, they're going to be gone for a while. So if they speak to you, get them. Okay. So two colors. There is GLX Rainbow, which is unbelievable, right? So this is here. Let me take it out of the package so you guys can really get a good look. Just a sick trout pattern. Got the natural pearl belly that fades into that kind of GLX red to the olive green back. Just a beautiful, clean trout pattern. This is going to be available in the Itovision 110 that I just showed you. It's also going to be available in the 110 plus 1. It's also going to be available in the 110 Junior and then the plus 1 Junior. So those 4 models will get GLX Rainbow. Again, this is the batch. Okay, so Megabass is all sold out. So, you know, when the retailers sell out, that's going to be all there is until they do another run, which isn't scheduled. I don't think there's a plan yet, actually. So it'll be a while. So if that speaks to you, grab them. The other color is Aurora Reaction. Okay, so they're going into the old bento box. Okay, so we did this as a bento color maybe a year and a half ago. Super sick color. I love this color. You're basically, here, I'll take it out as well. It's a chartreuse back base color, which, Jeff, you know I like. It's a kind of reaction shine side. You get the orange belly. It is see-through. Okay, so it's a really, really cool color. It is also going to be available in those same baits. So the 110 that I just showed you, the 110 plus 1, the 110 Junior, and the plus 1 Junior. Okay, so all 4 available in Aurora Reaction and GLX Rainbow now from Megabass. All right, Jeff, one more thing from Megabass, not new, but I promised you guys I would let you know every time we restock these so you can stay on top of it. Probably the hottest bait of the last maybe 2 years for Megabass. The Karashi is back in stock. Now, it doesn't seem to matter. However many we get, they fly out of here. So if you guys have been waiting to get Karashis back, now is the time. If you haven't used the Karashi yet, Karashi is kind of bridging that bait finesse slash finesse, kind of size. It's an amazing walking bait that's going to be a slow sink. You can fish it right on the surface, just underneath the surface. It's an amazing bait for when they get really, really picky. So all the key colors are back in the Karashi. If you guys have been waiting, those are in stock now. OSP, no new baits this week. I've got some really cool ones dropping next week, some brand new ones. But this week, we have a new color in our OSP Anetik collab. This is the Stealth Camo, okay? So this is, we do 4 other colors in this. We do a sand camo, a red, a white, and I don't even remember the other one. I think it's a gray. Maybe a gray. But now there's a stealth camo. Okay, so if you guys are fans of OSP, it has the big OSP logo in the front, has a small hookup logo underneath the hood. It has the old school vintage OSP logo down the sleeve. It's in our favorite Anetik Low Pro hoodie, which is an amazing all-around sun shirt. I basically live 24 hours a day in these shirts. Available in sizes medium through 3XL, okay? I would recommend going 1 size up from normal. So normally I'm just a straight extra large. I do a 2X in this. So if you're a small little dude like Jeff, who's usually an extra small or small, I'd get the medium.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
there's a size
Thanks
for you,
for breaking
Jeff.
it down.
No problem. Okay, those are available.
What did Griff get then?
We don't have midget
We
sizes.
don't have-
Yeah, sorry, Griff. I guess he could just cut the sleeves off, and then it'd still be a long sleeve. All right, on to Lucky Craft. This is a bait that I'm super stoked that they actually made this again. And so, you know, I'm a huge fan of Lucky Craft. Love them over there. Great people, great baits, made in Japan, everything that you guys know. But there's some baits in their catalog that used to just be absolute crushers that have just vanished into thin air. So we've been working on bringing some of those baits back. The ILV 50 is one of those, and it is back. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with this, because it's been some time since this bait has been around, I'm gonna break this down for you. I didn't realize they slid all the way over, so you probably couldn't even see them. All right, the ILV 50 is a 10 gram, so it's a 3/8 ounce kind of blade bait tail spin combo. Okay, so here is a look at the bait. Now, several things that are unique about this. First off, it is a unique kind of, it's almost an Indiana blade on the back, but it's kind of a Lucky Craft proprietary shaped blade on the back. It's on a ball bearing swivel, and it is a straight metal blade. So kind of a blade bait that you'd be used to, kind of like, you know, jigging like a traditional blade bait, but this one has the tail spin, so you can fish it that way. There's 2 different rigging holes on top, so you can fish it as a jigging yo-yo style. But the way that I really destroy them on this thing is just fish it like a spinnerbait, cast it and wind it. And this thing has a tremendous vibration, same as you would get out of like an LV 500 or an LV 100. So it's got a side-to-side vibration, but with that tail spin in the back. So it's a great one this time of the year when the fish start to slip up shallow, but they're a little shy, right? So you don't want a lot of volume to your sound. You don't want a lot of rattles happening all the time. This is a great option because it's small and heavy. You can throw it on casting gear. So again, it's still 3/8 of an ounce. It casts like a rocket. So 5 colors. Okay, so there's a Wakasagi. Let me know if you can't see any of these, Jeff. Okay, there's an MS Wakasagi. There's a Plasma Wakasagi, which is just a little shinier. There's a real Tane Wakasagi, so a little bit more brown. And then there's a real purple chartreuse Wakasagi. Okay, so 5 colors, 3/8 ounce. I don't know if this is something that is going to be sticking around for a while. I would imagine, like all Lucky Craft things that come back, it's kind of a stabber, and they had some and were able to create it. So they did. So if it speaks to you, I'd go ahead and grab them. You smallmouth guys, this is like a must have. Jeff and I were actually talking about some old school, like tournament things that we used to do here in Arizona when the bite was tough. And we used to live on ILV 50s, Panther Martins, just dumb things to get a bite. But it's just such an incredible bait. So check it out. Those are available now from Lucky Craft. All right, staying on Lucky Craft for a minute, huge restock plus a bunch of new colors in the Pointer 78. Now, about 3-4 months ago, Lucky Craft did a whole new color run of colors in the Pointer 78 DD. So all of those new colors now have transferred in to the straight 78. Now 78 is an amazing downsized jerkbait. If you guys are fishing anything that gets finicky, this is a great option. If you're fishing from shore, fishing in a pond, also a great option because it doesn't get very deep. So your max depth on this with 10 pound is going to be like 4 or 5 feet, right? So it's a very easy bait to control. It's 78 millimeters, obviously. It's 9.2 grams, so it's right at about 3/8 of an ounce. So easy to cast. I'm going to kind of just walk through some of these colors with you so you know what to look for. So NC Clear Lake Hitch Sakura. By the way, if you're new to Lucky Craft, buckle up on their names, okay? They're long, okay? So that's a brand new and nice matte finish. Looks really good. MS Clear Lake Hitch. MS Northern Pro Blue. NC Light Hitch Sakura. Gizzard Shad. Pretty straightforward, but looks dope. This one isn't new, but it's back for the first time in ages. NC Shell White. So this is one of my old school favorite colors, so a lot of you guys will be happy to see that. Smallmouth Bass. It's disgusting. Their smallmouth bass is probably the best smallmouth bass pattern with the red eye and everything. Looks super sick. Silver Cheek Crystal Pro Blue Orange Belly. They should have just called it Fred. Yeah. Right? Not to be confused with Sparkle Lens OB Phantom Chartreuse Shad Sakura. So literally everything on it.
Was that
named it? That was one thing.
Wow.
Yes. And Zebra MS Ghost Minnow. Okay. So, and then on top of that, a lot of the standard colors are back that you guys have been looking for. So if you're a fan of Lucky Craft 78s, or maybe you're just looking for a new downsizing jerkbait, this is a great one to add to your arsenal. Those are in stock now. All right, one more thing from Lucky Craft. Obviously, we are in the spring of the year. It is square bill season. Full restock plus some colors that we haven't seen in a long time, and some new color additions in the LC 1.5 and 2.5. Okay, so these are our most popular square bills from Lucky Craft. Just amazing day in and day out. Like if you're starting with a square bill, this is the one to start with. I'm just gonna fly through some of these colors. So in the 2.5, things like gold threadfin shad, whiteback shad, gizzard shad, that kind of stuff are in. And the 1.5, old school colors like blue brim are back. Gizzard shad is back. New colors like peacock are in. How about bull brim, Megabass, right? Flake golden sexy minnow. So lots of really cool color options from Lucky Craft in the LC 1.5. Those are in stock right now. All right, Jeff, over to Evergreen. Okay.
Wow.
I know you've been dying for this to come out. Last year, we started getting more of the Last Ace. You remember what that is, right?
Yep.
What is it?
The Last Ace is one of those swim bait things.
You have no idea what a Last Ace is. Yes, there is a swim bait version, but
Yes.
swim baits are lame.
Oh.
This is the strolling version. Okay.
Can't
New
get one episode.
Last
without hearing
Ace.
that word.
Oh, don't worry, there's more to come. A Last Ace 103S. So new size, some new colors. This is, look, everybody's gonna stroll it. If they buy it, they're gonna stroll it. It shows on the back all the cool ways that you can fish it. Ain't nobody gonna fish it like this. Nobody's gonna neko rig this thing.
No.
Nobody's
Don't
gonna
be
fish it
ridiculous.
weightless
No.
with a hook. Look, if you're gonna buy this, you're putting it on a jig head. It's gonna be a jig head minnow. I get it. It's cool. It's something different. So I'm just gonna walk through the colors so there's no confusion. Okay. So Armand Gold. I don't know who Armand is. but-
Armani?
Nope. Armand.
Armand.
Yeah. Gold.
Okay.
Okay. It's his gold.
It's,
Baby Gill.
that makes sense. I like that color.
Neon Morocco.
Morocco.
No-brainer. Morocco. White Clear. Natural Shad.
That's really more shad.
And Super Wakasagi.
Super Wakasagi.
Okay, so there you go. Now, if you are going to stroll this, I'd recommend getting the smaller hook size, like a 1/0's perfect on it. Okay, so it's only 103 millimeters, but it's relatively thin. In fact, let me just take one out. All right, there you go. Last Ace 103. Okay, so you can see it's a super natural minnow profile, right? It's cool. I'm downplaying that it's a cool bait. It's a cool bait, right? It's going to have the tall sides, so when you actually go to stroll, it will give you some of that left to right rock. You know, you could drop shot it small enough if you wanted to, but let's be honest, you're gonna stroll it. Okay, so there you go. It's pretty straightforward. There you go. Last Ace 103. Jeff, you're staring intently.
I'm just thinking, maybe I should stroll so I can catch more than 4 fish a year.
It would definitely help.
Like, I feel like that would just get licked. I mean, it looks amazing.
I mean, it looks just like a minnow.
It looks crazy.
Right? I mean, if
good.
you needed something that looks just like a minnow,
Wow.
I mean,
That is cash.
there you go.
Jeez.
But that ain't bass fishing. There you go. Last Ace 103. That was facetious, by the way. All right, while I'm on... You didn't like that?
I don't even know what that word means.
What? Bass fishing?
Fishishes?
Yeah, you nailed it.
This is a bad episode.
Yeah, for sure. So let's just talk about the shower blows. All right, well, we're on Evergreen. Evergreen released a bone material limited run in the shower blows. They did another re-release. So if you guys missed out or need to add more, there's 3 colors. There's a bone, a half mirror bone, and a full metal. This is a bone material. Okay, so the normal shower blows is built out of like a clear ABS material. The bone material is going to give it just a different pitch, a little bit higher sound. Right, so it's a little louder, little higher pitch. It's just something a little bit different. Okay, so if you want to just mix it up a little bit, there's 3 color options. Obviously, the bone is pretty straightforward. Everybody understands that. The full metal is also a color that transfers over, but it's in that higher pitch. And then the half mirror is a unique one in there. So those are all back in stock if those speak to you from Evergreen. Okay, Jeff, something you actually know about.
Okay.
Okay, glide bait.
We're... that
Brand
is-
new. Brand new glide bait.
I see that.
To the market.
Yeah,
the
very
Gladiator 220.
What did you call it?
SS. I said Gladiator,
Uh-huh.
but it's the Gravitator.
Yep.
The Gravitator 220 SS
Mm-hmm.
from Shimano.
Uh-huh.
Okay? You don't seem excited.
No, it's a glide bait
It is a glide
from
bait.
Shimano.
I know that doesn't sound normal, right?
Yeah. This is a lure that was designed by a man that I fish with quite often in the land of the rising sun.
Yep.
Mr. Okurumanabo-san.
Yep.
And, you know, they took the technology and the idea of the not so popular Arma joint and put it in a more traditional looking and traditional style glide bait that offers basically that same joint system that is in the Arma joint that allows the bait to cast effortlessly, better than really any other lure on the market.
That was good.
What we have here is a glide bait.
Yes, we do, Jeff.
It's 220
Mm-hmm.
millimeters, which is about 8.25 inches or so. It weighs, I'm gonna just take a swing in the dark and say about 2.5 ounces.
It's 3 1/3
3
ounces.
1/3
Yep.
ounces. Does it have the butchie rope?
Yeah. So
No, the hook system, is it the same as the armor joint?
no, it's a different system.
I see.
So they're fixed. It does have a tail that is replaceable. It does come with a spare tail.
Yep.
It does have the place to attach a weight on here. Did you use this last time you were with him?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you
Just-
use it?
No, sir.
Okay.
Just the Arma joint is
Okay.
what we use.
Okay. So, kind of the claim to fame with this is that you can spread this piece out so you could have different movements with the bait. It does, of course, fold as well. So there is some option to this bait. They tried to make it to where it could have 2 motions in one. So if you spread it out and there's like a little damper, so you spread it out and drop it, it gives it more of a choppy type movement, or you could have more of a smooth glide type movement. So some different things that you can do with it, but you know, it's new. None of us have used it, but you know, it's designed by a great angler. It's been catching tons of fish in Japan, so if you want to try something new and different, it might be a fun one. $49.99, so it's priced pretty inexpensively actually for a shad glide. 6 colors, okay? They nailed 5 of them. Okay, so Ghost Shad is the one that I have in my hands.
Okay.
Pretty self-explanatory, pretty natural.
Nice,
right?
nice.
You have N Golden Shiner, which is fine.
Okay, I like
It's
it.
kind of a shiny golden shiner.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah,
You have Sexy Shad, which is actually pretty sexy.
I like that one.
Yeah, nice,
It has the Arma boost in
clear,
it too.
natural, right? You have G Shad, so kind of a matte
Sexy shad,
finish.
kind
Yeah,
of,
it looks like a matte, sexy. You have Royal Gizzard, which
That
is
one's
clean,
sick. Yeah.
right? And then you have the worst bone color I've ever seen, OB bone. Not sure what they are going for on this. I hope it speaks to some people because I bought them without seeing the color first. That's pretty awful though. What do you say about that,
I'll
Jeff?
have a discussion with Okuda later.
Here, hold this actually. I just saw something with the proper bone color. Shimano, if you're watching, this is bone.
Mm-hmm.
That's yellow. Or
Like dirty yellow.
like dirty yellow.
Nasty yellow.
Like orange leaked into the bone.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
maybe a pike guy or
pike guy.
filthy water.
Yeah.
Filthy water glide
Uh-huh.
baiting, which is really
Or
popular.
if you're fishing around like goldfish.
It would be better
It'd be
as a
killer.
goldfish.
Yep.
better. Okay. So there you go.
Gravitator.
6 colors.
Check 'em out.
Gravitator 220 SS. Those are available right now. All right, Jeff, let's wrap things up with a couple of rods. So a brand new rod line from Daiwa, specifically designed at your favorite technique. You're gonna need this if you are going to use
Fishing?
that,
Did you say?
no, your favorite technique.
My favorite technique, throwing a big ass swim bait.
Strolling with scope, okay? So these are called the Daiwa Power Scope line of rods. It's literally, yes, the Power Scope. By the way, I lost Jeff. He's way back there now. Did you quit, Jeff? Jeff, wait till you feel it. You're gonna love it. Okay. In all seriousness, it is a line of rods from Daiwa called the Power Scope. $199 price point, so it's priced inexpensively. They have 3 spinning and a casting. Okay, so casting scope rods, not popular, but there is one. They're in different actions, different powers, depending on what you need. They are not stinger tip rods, which is what everybody uses for scope, but they decided to give us non-stinger tip rods. So they are just normal, tapers, but they are kind of tapered to feel like a stinger tip rod. Okay, so they're lighter on the top and then more powerful, and they shut down. Now, they feel really light. The tapers and actions actually feel correct. Okay, so if you have been looking at these, or you're looking for a scope rod and you don't want to spend, $500 or $600 or $800 to get one, of the fancy ones with the stinger tip, this could be a really solid option for you. Okay, so they've put a lot of the tech, SVS Nano, the SVF Nano, the X45, right? So it's going to have that crossweave build. And then there's some that's questionable, like it literally feels like a Mojo grip. So here, put that in your hand and tell me if that reminds you of a Mojo grip. Yeah, so St. Croix must have had a sale on Mojo grips and Daiwa bought them all up. So not sure the point of that grip. I hate it, but it's there, and nothing I can do about it. Right? And then there is the casting model as well, so you guys can see the specs. I don't know, it's kind of the first full scope line that I know of that's on the market, so obviously it's a thing, right? So, companies are trying to capitalize on things being scoped. Of course, there are lots of rods. Which one do you want? More spinning? Here, you just want all of them? So, there you go. The new Power Scope lineup from Daiwa, those are available now. And then while Jeff plays with those, there was a huge restock across the board on Megabass Destroyer P5s, including the Windbuster. Okay, so this was not supposed to be back until May. They were able to run a small batch, so we were able to squeeze out a few more. It's not a full run. So there's maybe, 20 or 30 pieces. So if you guys missed out or need one of these, they are in stock again while supplies last. Of course, all the key models of Dark Sleeper, Pop X, Mad Bull, so on and so forth, are also in stock now from Megabass in the P5. Jeff, that's a wrap. We are done here for today.
That's it.
Do you have a favorite, other than the obvious Power Scope rod? Did you have a favorite item?
Darn tootin', I'm gonna need a lure to go with it, so it's the Last Ace. 103 SF.
No, just S.
S.
Yeah.
That would go smooth with that Power Scope series of rods.
It would.
So
Yeah.
I'd have to go with the Last Ace.
You'd look good. Yeah. My favorite is definitely Matcha Head. I think it's cool. I know it's going to probably be a divisive color, but I think all of you that get it and use it will find that it's a really fun color. So if you guys have any questions on anything that we talked about today, feel free to drop it down below. I will get answers for you. Of course, we'll put links to all the products down there as well. As always, guys, we really appreciate the time that you give us every Sunday. Thank you for watching our ridiculous videos. Thank you for your business. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for the community. I hope you guys are able to find some delicious Orion near where you are. If not,
come in store.
Come in. I've got some for you, okay? Free beer on me. Cheers to you guys. Have an amazing weekend. Hug your family tight. Catch a giant fish. Drink Orion if you can find it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We will see you guys again next week. I will see you again next week. Jeff is out of here. Get out of here, Jeff.
I'm out of here.
On his way to Keepcast. So peace, Jeff. Bring us back something nice, will you?
Back?
Yes.
As if
You have to come back, dude.
have
Yep.
to? I don't have a girlfriend here. I don't have kids.
Nor do you have one there. You have to actually try.
Right, I need to
Like
get
you
one
have to
there.
say, hey,
Hey.
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 Looking good.
Hey. You want some Matcha head?
Okay. Cheers, my friends. Have an amazing weekend. See you next week. Peace.